The DBDC will be held in Boston from July the 28th to July the 31st, 2022. Welcome back. I am still with Mr. Tony Dovolani, and we are going to continue discussing what happened at the recent Pro Rhythm in Manhattan, which actually isn't Brooklyn.
It is a Manhattan borough, though.
Into fourth place. I believe they're from New Jersey. We had Ilya and Anastasiija. Once again, they were fourth in every dance. Did you agree with this?
For this competition, I do. I will tell you this. They were at the brink. They are at the brink of threatening that final in a serious way. And it's funny because they're kind of a new partnership. Ilya used to dance with Tara, previous partnership, but he was very good. And he had to change the way he danced now that he's dancing with Anastasiija. And it was very funny because I saw them go through their growth campaigns where one comp they were great, the next comp they weren't so great, then the following comp they were great. And to see them in Manhattan and to start seeing that everything is starting to come together was quite pleasing because he is a very rhythmical guy. He hears music beautifully. He doesn't hear it early. He hears it late, which means that he's never in a hurry to move off his foot. He completes his action, which is a big plus for a boy on our final. I love the way they danced in Manhattan. I thought they danced beautifully. I thought Anastasiija is just absolutely beautiful. She dances with class, with beauty, with great leg action, great body action, really fills up the music. They have good dynamics, they have good volume. I think people would have given them even a higher mark if they had a little bit more consistency leading up to this competition. So I think them being fourth was, I'm almost like thinking like that's a trampoline moment for them. Because if they use it properly and they continuously show consistency, they're going to jump up a couple of spots in the next year. I think they are at the brink of really threatening that final in a good way, because I just feel like they're really dancing to the fullest. Their cha-cha was very rhythmical. I thought they have a great combination of choreography. The rumba was very beautiful, very soft. He's starting to create a lot more volume around her. He's starting to realize that he needs to give her space. He's not so much in her face like he used to be. Now he's actually backing off and dancing himself. In swing, I thought they need a little bit more of a pendulum action, but I thought the choreography kind of helped him with that, because the choreography was designed in such a way, as I was watching them, that it creates that volume, that movement across the floor in a nice way. They've gotten away from that jivey thing. They've gone even more into the West Coast swing, which I'm liking right now. Bolero was, I thought, their best dance, because I think they dance such beautiful lines. She continues her lines constantly. I thought they really displayed musicality and togetherness. They were more dancing with one another. They weren't so concerned with the audience, which is another thing that I really don't like, when couples are so concerned with the audience, they forget about their partner. Not in this case. They were really involved with each other. They were really into, performing with one another. And that's something that I was really happy to see, that they were really into each other. And Mambo, I thought it was a great dance for them. They were much more compact, the speed started showing up. In that final, this might have been one of my favorite couples. Even though I probably marked them fourth straight through, I just thought that they showed the most improvement throughout. And I think they're at the brink of really threatening everybody else. The next step for them, I think they need identity as far as the costuming, the packaging. I thought that's the one thing that they need to start thinking about. Because it's one thing when the lady wears a beautiful dress and the man just wears a black shirt, black pants. To me, if you're in a final, you need to think about that as well. You need to think about the entrances, the exits, you're going to be in the final, then you better prepare that solo that's most of the time mambo. You got to make sure you come out with telling people you thought about this, that you're expecting this out of yourself. When you get on the floor, you want to make sure that people know that you belong there. And you do that by packaging. First, when you walk on the floor, there should be a question about what you represent. You know, whether it's your
Mm-hmm.
shirt that has to match with stoning with the costume of your lady, or if it's your pants, or if it's a color look, a color scheme, or even on a grooming. You know, are you matching? You always have to stand next to your partner, and do you look like you belong together? You know what I mean? And that's the one thing that I think they need to start thinking about as they're progressing forward, because I think the dancing is definitely showing some really good potential. That I think this is going to be one of the couples that we're going to have a lot to talk about in the future.
Yeah, I must admit, I remember watching them, and especially in Mambo, I thought that he was doing something different than what I've seen in the past.
Yes.
So, and I liked it was really cool. So,
Because
yeah, that was a
before he used to be a little bit too far forward. Now he's a little bit more upright, and now we're seeing his ribs move, and we're seeing speed. Which speed comes from body usage. Everybody, the speed doesn't just come from the leg. It's being able to use your off balanceness to create the speed, so you could catch yourself, catch your weight, or show foot speed through movement through your whole body, not just legs moving.
yeah. Well, as I say, it was a good result for them, and I had definitely seen a big improvement from
Big
the last
improvement,
time.
right? Yeah. That's what I thought about that couple. It's funny because they came out fourth, and some people might think of that, but they were fourth. You like them that much. I'm going, that's still a win. So for me,
Yeah,
I feel like consistency has gotten there now. Now it's like, all right, next step, you know?
yeah.
So,
Couldn't agree more. All right, let us head into the top three and see what happened there. Hey guys, we are going to be back in a minute with more from the Pro Rhythm at the recent Manhattan Dance Sport Championships.